Traffic reaches license.
All right, welcome back to another edition. Hey, Noel.
Hi.
How you doing?
Really good. How are you?
I'm all right. Not bad at all.
Just looking up, Sarah Mills.
Well, since let's just show it right off the bat.
Good old Sarah Mills.
Sarah
lovely
Mills. I have deleted my comment on the Action 716 page after being informed who possibly runs it. Oh, wow. I appreciate those who reach out via message to tell me.
Yeah.
Wow, so caring, Sarah Mills.
I reached out, but she never opened it.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, Tina. Hi, Kim. Yeah. So she reached out.
Yeah. I wonder if the little bakery reached out.
They might have.
They might have. The little bakery, how much they supposedly do for everybody. They're really close with Nick D'Angelo. So maybe the little bakery reached out to Sarah Mills and gave her a heads up that I was on to him.
Right.
Probably. So maybe that's why.
Yeah. Or you'd think that the little bakery, so great as they are, would jump on board on our side.
Oh, like he said he was going to. Like, in reality, the little bakery, Jason Conti was just trying to get information from me to give Nick D'Angelo to help Nick D'Angelo out. Jason Conti was a scumbag. Sorry, I had to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Anybody just one more time, anybody who can support the little bakery, it's you're supporting Nick D'Angelo 100,000%. I'm just sick of seeing people fall for the little bakery's bullshit, knowing what he's done and what he does.
Yeah, simple as that. No, you're right. And everyone knows. I mean, I don't know how you don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on what you choose to believe or not.
I mean, is that all you have to do to get people to think that you're a good person? Is hand out free bread? Because I could go make some free bread.
And then you got to ask yourself, how do you? Times are tough, as this said. How in the world are you able to do it then? Why are times tough for you?
Right.
What are you doing that your times aren't tough?
Weren't they just saying that they couldn't afford flour?
Yeah, it was only a month or two ago.
What the heck is going on?
Yeah, it don't make sense. And I would hope that we just
they better hurry up and help them with another GoFundMe.
Yeah.
That's what friends are for.
That's you know that song?
He's too busy on Sarah Mills.
Sarah Mills.
He's moved on.
Sarah Mills is disturbing too. We were just talking about before we came on. The pictures are really like when you think about who's doing that and those types and where he's getting them from. Who knows?
Well, what sites showing you. It's so easy to get a picture. I just did it. If I was going to make a fake account, how easy it is to go to somebody from a different country or state and take all their pictures to where nobody else is going to find it and then just make a whole new account under a name. And isn't it weird? Scott Mills. Sarah Mills. Like even the first name, Scott, Sarah.
Right.
Like.
But how do you, I got to ask you a question about this. Now, if you're going to make a fake account, do you have to have several different email addresses?
After so many times, your email address doesn't work. Like you can only make a certain amount of Facebooks under the same email, so you have to have different email address if you're going to make that many fake accounts.
Right.
But regardless, they can still trace it back to you.
Yeah, they gotta. They should really get on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's something that's really, I would think, because talk about. I mean, I think that, being able to entrap kids and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
That should be the number one thing.
Yeah, they know he's doing it. That's what kills me.
Right.
Is that they're not doing anything to stop it, and they're just leaving people vulnerable to whatever he's going to do.
Yeah, Facebook doesn't seem to care. As many times there have been a report, as many times people have told. Yeah, so many.
Yeah.
But they will care about the weirdest stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I got kicked off for the whole day because Nick D'Angelo reported my shit for reporting him.
Right.
And it was warning people that there's a predator out there. But so I went on my fake account and I just, because we could play the whole fake account game. I'm very good at fake accounts. I don't give myself away like you do.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. And everybody out there, hold on. I got Scott's thing stuck up here. Scott has become
I love Scott.
when I called him Sarah Mills, he didn't say anything. He just tried insulting me.
Yeah, what kind of insult was that?
He's one of our. Did you see? He is now pretty much like a reporter on the street because he's part. He always was, but I saw the declaration.
Can't get any better.
Yeah, so he's got to come on if he'll ever would like someday.
Yeah, Scott needs to definitely come
put him
on.
in the screen.
What did he try telling? Nick tried saying to Scott, he's shorter every time I see. What kind of?
And he told me he gets uglier.
I know, that was great. You get uglier every time I see you.
I really should have played that tonight. Damn it, I should have got that.
I could play it.
Yeah, that was
I
great.
didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see that one where he's outside?
Didn't see it?
It's so funny.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they have a confrontation right there.
Oh, why did I miss it?
I don't know. You're all over Facebook.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're
I'm
doing.
all
I don't know what
over
you're doing. My Facebook's still locked up. My original one. I don't. I can't get in.
That's weird.
No. Yeah.
Oh, here it is, Robin.
Stop me. Here it is. Here we go. Right. I don't know. Yeah, that video was hilarious. I got something that I want to talk about real fast, though. It's not really something. Got so much tonight.
Yeah.
But the one thing that is important that over the weekend, you had a woman in Niagara Falls murdered, shot dead on 9th Street. Within less than 36 hours, another woman was found on the street, dead at Toronto One Place, right there. So you got, I mean, think about it. 2 women in a city like this size, just dead.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't. Hours apart? Less than 36, might even been less than 24. I'm not positive.
I think within 36 hours. 2 people.
Yeah. 2 females, one shot dead and one out there. And I don't want to say what I told you before the show, but that's not a confirmed thing. Oh, but but I have a feeling it was.
Because I even heard that too. I read
Did you read that somewhere else?
I didn't know it was the same one that you were talking about, but somebody did say they found somebody, a woman dead.
Yeah.
Undressed from the waist down.
Yeah,
undressed from the waist down.
Yeah.
So, we've had that issue here though in the past. Mm-hmm. Think of the women that have come up missing here. Even those ones, remember, I can't remember their names, unfortunately. Just everyone. Yeah. It's been a lot.
Yep. They found her head or something floating right back here in the creek.
Right. Yeah. And they found the rest of her in one of the houses like on Niagara and 27th or something. Yeah.
Or in some part of her, the balls.
They're trying to say that those were related, but they were totally
that related. Woman who got, and I always say this, struck me when that woman was found dead in the alley of between, was it on Independence and Grand, and they found her dead, and they said she was a prostitute from Hamburg or something.
And didn't you say the only paper that didn't report on it was the Niagara Reporter?
Which is weird because how they always loved it. Yeah, they used to love to get into that, and but yeah, that was weird.
They didn't bet next soon. There's going to be more people on the. He's gonna take it far one day.
Because it's too much, man. There's a lot of. I think even way back when there's that woman who died, they still know who it was at the old bar on Whirlpool Street, Fusions or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
They've never ever figured out. There's just women have died here, and with no answers for a long time. And it makes you wonder.
Little bakery gets robbed. That is just.
Oh, that was big. Yeah.
There comes the DAs dancing with checks and stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
That's all. That's what has to happen for them to get.
We got to dig that video out.
Got to make sure they don't prosecute any rape charges, so they have time to do that.
No, I'll tell you a story after this about somebody who just complained about what's ass like in rape charges.
I tell you though, we got to get that video again where they're dancing out on Elmwood Avenue. One of the most. I'm telling you, it went so weird for me because the day it happened, I went from feeling, oh God, I feel bad. I saw someone crying, and then all of a sudden, here they come. Yeah. I was like, holy shit! It was like I told you before. It was like Ed McMahon. It was like the Publishers Clearinghouse. They were so happy.
And how weird is it that the police didn't have the video, but Nick D'Angelo had the video of the bakery getting robbed?
Yeah, the closed. Yes,
the police didn't have it.
Yeah, that story is unbelievable. When I heard that one, and I heard that from such a reliable source because it was the source that wanted it and that normally would get it. Yeah. Because they're our local newspaper.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. What did you have? You had something good news, didn't we? About something that happened with rape and with rape kits.
Oh, yes.
We should probably say that because you and us, I guess we kind of made some movement finally.
So I spoke to somebody today, and not long ago, unfortunately, she was assaulted, and she wanted to go get a rape kit done, and she called Memorial, and Memorial said that Memorial Medical Center said that we don't do rape kits. So she wanted to get a rape kit done and couldn't even get one done at her own hospital. So I told her I would speak on it. We spoke on it. And today I spoke to the girl, and she said that she spoke to her doctor and everything. And because of speaking out, I guess the hospitals all got together. There was a huge meeting, and they're going to fix that problem.
That's great.
They're going to do something about it.
They're going to do something because it makes no sense. It just was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. It's hard to believe, but it was true, and I knew we should have known. Because how many places do we hear that you got to pay for it yourself?
Right.
It was like $300 if you wanted it or something.
Yeah. So if you get somebody who can't afford it, they've been raped.
Get
they
out.
Go to the police. Well, what evidence do you have?
Right. And people always want to say, well, did they get a rape kit done? How come there's no rape kit? Well, look at that. Our hospitals deny rape kits.
You know what's funny though, as you read stuff, it is laziness because a lot of people get convicted of rape without that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you've been raped, if you're raped within the shit statutes of limitations, there's a chance there is nothing.
Right.
So do you see what I mean? Like, you don't.
They just don't want to work on. Like, let's go to that the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, that guy, yeah, Ariza.
Did you see Nick D'Angelo celebrating that?
Of course,
on the Niagara Action about how he was. First of all, he wasn't found innocent or anything. It was just the fact that they said that they didn't have enough evidence, which doesn't mean that it didn't happen. I 100% believe it. What's his name?
Ariza.
Yeah, I 100% believe he did that.
San Diego State. Yeah.
Well, it's just they don't get the evidence that they supposedly say they need.
And of course, it's very high profile people with a lot of money.
Yeah. You could have easily told
the kid had a lot of money. Yeah. The parents, and they had a lot of money. It's San Diego State, so it's a little.
They want to prepare.
I mean, the whole thing. That's why when I hear that, my first thought was, okay, so what'll happen is the civil case will continue. Right. In the civil case, they won't. Here's my opinion. They won't even want to go to trial. Right. They'll make it. They'll drag it out. And when it comes time, then they'll just say, okay, we'll settle.
Right.
It's because then they won't, so they don't want to have that trial because they know it'll be embarrassing. Because in civil court, you'll be found guilty.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole different way than criminal.
And if they drag it out like that, it costs the people money for lawyers
over
and over again. And then they get so tired of it or they can't afford it anymore, then they have to drop it.
That is the hope.
And the thing with rape kits too, I've heard in a lot of cases they charge you to store them.
I've heard that too, yeah.
So
you got to bring it home. You should say,
like what? I mean, at that point, like what good is it to go get it done?
It's disgusting. The whole damn thing when you really think about it.
And I want to make it clear to people like that. Whoever thinks that you need a rape kit to prove that you were raped, I've spoken to many investigators and police throughout this whole case. You do not need a rape kit to prove or to show that somebody was raped or to put somebody away. You do not need a rape kit.
It's just like you don't need evidence to put someone away for murder. Right. Really, if you can just put people in the right place at the right time,
beyond a reasonable
doubt, it's over. There you go.
You just prove it.
I mean, people that have been victims, as we know, obviously, Robin knows, everyone knows here at this table. They got incredible memory. Mm-hmm. The crazy stuff that gets remembered is just unreal. I mean, I just can't even believe the one time we talked to somebody, I won't say the name, who knew how many ceiling tiles there were in the tiles, counting them. There was like hundreds, where the hell it was. It's nuts. But that's what happens. I guess people, I don't know. Is that what happens? You just get out of try to leave the situation.
Whatever you can do mentally to cope with it in that moment, you do. So if counting ceiling tiles is what it takes, then that's what what you do to distract yourself.
But that rape kit just is not. It doesn't mean anything when you hear.
I think it's so hard for people to even get done.
When you hear that somebody, that's what makes me say it's done so poor. Like when that came out, that was the first thing, of course, when the punter from San Diego State who's coming here they said there was no evidence to charge criminally.
The police were happy.
I know. Yeah. And I'm telling you, there's big money, right? That kid had a lot of money. His parents had a lot of money. It's easy.
D'Angelo had I know. Here. Can you imagine what a football player has?
Yeah. And all these guys went to that school and their alumni and all that garbage. They've done it here with Niagara Falls high school players in the past. They were just from stupid high school because when they were good or whatever school, LaSalle, they were letting guys off left and right from shit they were doing.
Oh, yeah.
I knew one of the judges that did it. Happened to live in my house. So, I mean, well, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
For
stories about FOSOs, how many people they've let off those purposes just because they knew them or knew their family members. Like they'll make a rape case disappear.
And or DWI, whatever you like.
Yeah, whatever you want.
The more money you give, the higher the crime you can commit without getting caught for it. You can, kill people in your car. You can.
I'm trying to think of how I want to go the rest of the way here. We got two really big kind of stories though.
Yeah.
The one. Why don't we do this now? We watched a documentary.
Yes.
the three of us watched it.
Yeah.
It was the Casey Anthony one. That case is back. What year is it? What year? 2005, 2008? What the hell?
2008.
Somewhere like that. Okay, so that case back then was a big deal. I mean, it was huge. I mean, we watched every second, and I don't even know why, but I know we did. And
I think it went to court in like 2000. Oh no, she was acquitted in 2011.
Yeah.
So, watching that, as I remember in the past, thinking about it, I went back and forth on a lot of things. I remember just thinking, but then there was some certain parts of that case that we remember. We're going to talk more about it on Robin's show tomorrow too. Maybe we'll get a little more in depth than we are here, because there's things about that car and crazy stuff that even then, I don't know, Tina. Yeah, she asked, how would your brother feel if it was his daughter? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question for everybody.
Yeah,
I don't know if maybe he would care.
But that's what usually shakes people. Yeah. It's got to come home. And Burdette says, I totally believe that her dad helped.
I do too.
Yeah. So anyways, we watched this, right? Now if you didn't watch it, watch it.
Right.
Yes.
I think it's, especially if you were interested in it before, you have to hear what she says.
It's worth it. Like, it really is. Like some people say it's not worth it. Like, well, don't watch it. She's not. No, it is worth it because they still haven't found the killer. They don't know who did it yet. I mean, so why don't you watch it and get an idea of what could possibly be the problem? And I think it's the dad. And
when you watch it, it's amazing to see that, because right off the bat, her defense said that she was molested as a child by her father and her brother too. And okay, so now what we know about survivors, how we do, she's obviously, you can tell what you're hearing there.
Especially the motion that she has, like how emotional she gets and everything.
You
fake.
Yeah, no, it happened.
Yeah.
What she says happened. It did. You just don't have.
And the way she, I thought one thing I thought was really interesting was when they talked to her about lying, and she said, nobody ever asked me why I lied.
Right.
That was an interesting.
She even said she was brought up to lie.
Right. And like there was that whole, and I think this happens in a lot of cases, especially of childhood abuse, where like, you you're forced to put up that front like everything is perfect so that nothing is seen.
Right.
And I found that to be very relatable.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and then it was, and then I guess like she even described why she lied about working, or when she said she was working at Universal and all that stuff, even though she had worked there before. It made listening to her and listening to that, it all fit. Yeah. It all makes sense. So like, she talks about what happened to her, and check out how the police acted.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
When they even gave them like, hey, basically the interviewer was like, the possibility? Yeah. No. Yeah. He's too good of a man. He was too good of a guy.
Yeah.
Policeman.
He should have been a suspect immediately.
Yeah.
He should have immediately, but and I didn't even know this until the documentary that the dad was an ex-police officer.
In Ohio.
So of course you would know how to cover up a crime. Of course you know how to help.
The other thing that was lacking, I'm sure we'll get into it more with Robin, is I told you this on the phone earlier about how this is disturbing, but they'd have family pets die and how he would bury them was the exact same way that little girl was buried. In the same exact way with the duct tape and the whole deal.
Yeah.
When that's your child, that was your child.
Yeah.
How do you not come forward and say anything? Like,
well, I believe she was I believe she knows what happened. I don't believe she's 100% innocent. I believe she totally, knows more to it or did or
she lied.
She's lied or I think she does, but I don't think she's lying about the dad. I think the dad had involvement. I think throughout this whole thing, she did what she did, but I think she's not lying about her father having involvement in it. So I think the father needs to be looked into because of this.
Because she said she couldn't have gotten in the pool. The baby could not get to the pool.
Right. She said the ladder was up and there was no way.
He was there and they didn't want to ask him anything.
No.
Yeah.
Because back then.
Because he was a good man.
No, but they also talked about cell phones and they never ever looked into his.
Yeah, it was just so easy to put it all on the one person. And he helped put it all on her too. Like he knows.
Yeah, he went to the grand jury to get her killed.
Well,
he went right there to get her put to death.
How can you do that? I mean, I get it, but like, how can you do that to your own kid? When it comes to your own kid, how could you?
But how do you be quiet when your child?
Well, you gotta watch the documentary.
Yeah, no, and that's the question. That's a good question. I mean, when you watch her,
I think it was all part of that manipulation, though. I really think after watching that the father really just had such a hold on her.
I think he put it in her head too, like it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be
exactly.
Okay.
The baby's going to be fine. If you say anything, it's going to be all your fault.
Yeah.
And she just really, she was conditioned to believe it, and I just think she just went with what her father said.
Watching the show, I was saying to you, remember in the courtroom when they bring him up and they're asking him about molesting his daughter, and he's saying no. And I'm thinking about it. Can you imagine? Because you've talked about it with you having to do civil court and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How mad you would get. Remember when they brought the answer? They would do their reply, and they would say they didn't do it. Remember how they would do it?
No emotion.
And how angry you got. Can you imagine she was sitting there in her face being told?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that had to be an incredible. Then you see how now she's unpacking it all. Just like.
Or I'm wondering if I think the dad still could be. I don't see why not. I don't know if she could be, but I think the dad. I still think if they wanted to, they could open up a case and look into the father.
Yeah, I think the case is still open.
Well, it should be. It's like the OJ trial. Yeah. They never found out who killed them if they believe if he was innocent.
And unlike rape, there's no statute of limitations.
Oh, you're talking about her being raped.
On murder.
On murder, right.
Yeah,
but Florida does well. They don't have statute of limitations.
Right. That is good. Yeah.
Thankfully, because she can still do what she's got to do with that guy who tried to kill himself and not a couple of years ago. And then he got in a car accident too.
That's what's weird is then the father tried committing suicide. Why?
Right.
Wonder why you wanted to commit suicide. Why were you?
And remember he wanted forgiveness and said that only Casey could give it to him.
Then he said he missed the smell of her sweat.
Yeah,
that was sickening. He missed the smell of a little girl's sweat.
Yeah, the shit he was saying was just disturbing.
Yeah.
And the brother.
Yeah.
The brother too. It would have to be.
I think Casey, I think she's a fucked up individual because look what she got raised. Not that it makes it right, but look what,
In there, she says she told her mother that her brother did something to her. And her mother says, you're a whore.
Yep.
So you know what goes, now you're just.
Then the mother ended up getting cheated on by the husband. Then he was stealing money from the mother. And
right.
He cheated on her right during while they were looking for Kaylee.
Yeah. And
with somebody he met.
At one of the tents, it was trying to search. Yeah, so you got a big mess, and I will agree. The one thing you said that I always thought was, well, let's see what Dominic says. I always said that little girl either got in that pool or accidentally was given something. Watch the jail interview when she was in custody and her parents were there. The father was stone-faced. The mother still believes Casey didn't do it. Yeah,
her father is always stone-faced.
I think the father's covering his own ass.
Yeah.
They're still together, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they are.
There you go. Yeah.
Father just got into an accident where he almost died or something.
Single car too. So I don't know if he's still trying to kill himself.
Yeah, that's
what he's doing.
But he wanted to commit suicide. He left a suicide note and everything. So and then he said he wants to be forgiven. And what do you need her to forgive you for? And he goes, only she won't.
Yeah, there's no doubt. What she said happened might have happened. I mean, it might have. She said that he had Kaylee wet. And gave him to her and said, look what you did to her. And then took the baby back. She was obviously messed up, distraught. And it's just a mess. I mean, the police failed, though. They failed because they didn't do anything, but they had somebody and they were going to get her. They
didn't even try looking for another suspect.
No,
no.
It was just easy to point. They didn't even think to look at anybody else.
You got to watch it because when her friends, the people that her boyfriend, roommates, or whatever. That's interesting too. The way they reacted, they all hated her and thought she did it.
Yeah.
And with the monster. And then when you go through, it's just kind of got to see it, I guess, because it's
messed up. Is because this is why this case isn't solved. Because a lot of people are saying, "I'm not going to watch it or take the time to watch it." Well, maybe if you took the time to watch it and thought a little bit deeper, maybe you will figure something out. Maybe something will be figured out if you look past it and try to actually get justice for the little girl instead of just blame it on one person.
And when you're right, and when they said that she was molested way back when in that courtroom, everyone just, they're lying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the lawyer just came out and they're just all gonna chances of going to jail. Everybody's gonna be screwed up with perjury.
And you notice what the father's face when they were saying that, the father's face was just like this, he not even a disgust look.
And
on
the mother
his face,
didn't either. The mother was weird too. You'd have thought there'd been more
outrage or madness or something.
But she'd already told her mother that her brother did what he did.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like the mother knew she failed.
These people know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they know what's happening.
He knows how to cover up a crime.
There's some. She called it right. Stockholm syndrome is.
Yeah, and the mother I think is guilty too because she's a lot. I mean, she's got to know that that's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not know that that's happening in your house?
Right.
Well, at this point, she's got it.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't then.
She better know now. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it was I mean, but think of all the cases. The OJ case is a perfect example of police failure. And that was all them. Yeah. That's why that doesn't happen. This is failure too, because they just refuse to think that guy could have done anything.
Yeah, I hate those kind of people. That's like people at the little bakery.
Right.
Oh my God, they could never. But I have proof, and I'm trying to tell people that the little bakery are pieces of trash and what they did. I mean, I have proof of what the little bakery did to help Nick D'Angelo. Like straight up proof of it. But people sit there and think that they are the nicest people in the world, and they could never. No way they give out free bread. They could never do something like that horrible.
Right.
No, people like you guys need to open frickin'.
And it's people like that you have to keep an eye on, because why are they trying so hard to impress everybody?
Right.
Why are they trying so hard to look?
Look at John Gotti. Remember, you handed out turkeys. Everyone loved him. He put on the fireworks display. In the meantime, he's killing your neighbor.
Although, but at least John Gotti kept people in line. These idiots.
But it's still he's a murderer. I mean, I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, he killed the guy for an accident. He didn't do nothing on purpose. He killed him. Yeah, but it was an accident. That's unbelievable, isn't it? You can't even tell. All right, hold on a minute. Hold on. There you go. Yeah. And there you go.
Can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot tomorrow. Is the other? Tina's asking a question about the other podcast we're on. Is it on your page?
Oh, the one with that Shay guy. Yes, it is on my page. After this, Tina, I'll tag you in it. If I can't find it, I'll send it to you personally. Yeah. So Casey Anthony was interesting. I think about it, Robin, back when you were watching it. What did you, I mean, we gotta save this for tomorrow, but really you knew there was more to it.
Yeah.
Than what was going on, because there was parts of, we'll get into this tomorrow with that car where they say her car was, and they smelled death and all that stuff. It was bizarre, because why did the father say, I'll pick up the car and never go get it?
Right.
Why did he leave it there when she calls him and says, hey, my car broke down? Can you? And and he doesn't get it.
And he told her what to do with it and everything.
Yeah, no, the father's definitely or something. They need to look into him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't think, and they never will.
And even the mother, did you see the mother said to her, like she learned, or to the father, she learned to lie from you.
Peacock.
Even the mother said that to the father, she learned to lie from you.
Yeah.
Yes, she did say it right on that with Dr. Oz or Dr. Phil, whatever it was. Yeah, things were unraveling there, because you could see the mother, must have been connecting a little bit, even though she didn't want it to.
Right.
Because there was a couple times. Yeah, that one interview was ridiculous when she says that to him. She learned it from me. Yeah, because he was doing all kinds of stuff throughout the entire marriage.
Yeah.
Whether it was cheating or robbing, like I said, stealing money, and because she was the one who made a lot of money because she was the registered nurse.
Yeah.
And then he was a cop who, for some weird reason, they leave Ohio and go to Florida.
Yeah.
And he's no longer a cop no more, but they say the security was kind of.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's really doing it or not.
And they said in the documentary too, if I remember correctly, that the mother was working and the father was laid off or something, but he didn't want anyone to know. He wanted the appearance that he was supporting the family, so they were lying about that.
So we know that the father lies and is a liar. It's been said by the mother, by every single person so far. So why isn't the dad being looked into? I really hope they start looking into the dad.
They really need.
I hope after this maybe something does happen. Yeah. Because there's got to be a new DA over there. There's got to be, you know what I mean? Someone who would be interested, to get involved, because that little girl would be 17 now, I think.
Yeah.
So
I know, isn't that crazy?
Poor baby.
I know.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
And because the pictures you see, and we'll talk this a little more tomorrow, of that mother with the baby just doesn't make sense.
No.
Right.
How they were always
Especially
involved.
How the roommates were described.
Yeah, it just doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense, any of it. But the police just did what they do, and they had somebody. They did it, kind of OJ like. Mm-hmm. Even though OJ you would think it seems as though he did it, but they wanted him to be it so bad that they they were planting evidence and stuff.
Yeah.
It seemed like she was the one.
Yeah.
She had to get, and the media made her a monster.
Yes.
Think about what Nancy Grace and those lunatics did. I mean, they just completely.
What the media can do. The media.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
the media can make anybody hate anybody.
Yep. And change the whole narrative of everything.
Because
like
they
that.
decide what they're going to put out and what they're not. So if you want it to look like one side, just tell me only that side's information. And of course, you're going to make it look that way. And if you trust the media, which back then, now people are more suspicious, but when this trial was going
a little
on,
less suspicious.
I don't think it was. It
was just
looked
starting
at like that.
Yeah, those places though just hammered away. It was nonstop.
Yeah,
they were just ridiculous. We should probably take a break because we got to come back and talk about Grand Island. We got a video from them that only came out wasn't too long ago. It was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
A new video, and we're going to talk about what's it called? The Ugly Truth of the Girl Next Door.
Yeah.
That's the podcast, and it's also the Facebook page, and they got all kinds of stuff set up. On TikTok, they had like 150,000 whatever followers, whatever you call it. So
yeah, this story.
Yeah, it really is. Why don't we take our quick break, and when we come back, we'll start with that unbelievable story. We'll be back in a moment.
Digits 988 can save a life. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988.
All right, welcome back to Citizens United. If you do watch us all the time and all that, and even if you're new, if you find the Niagara Action page and you're following it, just hit the unfollow button.
Yeah,
that's all you need to do.
I mean, all his posts, which is it's owned by Nick D'Angelo, but everything he posts is copied and pasted. Nothing is actually from that page. It's all copied and pasted from other pages. So just hit unfollow.
Just unfollow it.
Most of the followers are bought. So if it looks like there's a lot of them, it's because they're bought.
He did that on Twitter too, because I was looking at his Twitter thing, and Niagara Action's on there.
Yeah.
It's got 5,400. There's not. No
Yeah.
chance. There's not 50.
7,000 followers on the
I saw that. Yeah, why? Right. I mean, it's so stupid. Think about it. Because if you're Niagara Action, other than Niagara County, why would you be following it unless you know what I mean?
The best part is he didn't even build up that many followers to begin with. It was built up by Smart Hamilton first.
Right.
And then when it was bought over, then he started paying for followers. But
Vernon says unfollow. Yes, Vernon. Everyone unfollow, please.
Vernon.
Everyone unfollow that guy. Just do. And what's the other one? There's another one too.
The Action 716.
That one.
Vernon, did you get to use that sign yet?
Oh yeah, Vernon. How's the sign?
You don't know.
We want to know, Vernon.
Yeah, I don't know. Before we get to Grand Island, there was one other thing I wanted to say real fast. Oh, Rob Ort is really pissing me off. Every time I see him on Facebook, I always send him the same thing. Because he says, "Oh, look what I'm." Yeah, well, can you please answer us back? Just answer us back. Answer an email. Answer something. Oh, he said no. The 14th, Vernon will be. He'll be getting pepper sprayed on the 14th. No, I'm joking.
Vernon, that sign came out great. You better.
It's really bedazzled.
Yeah,
it's nice. That really puts exclamation point on.
I like it. I think it's good.
A crazy trick.
I can't wait for him to use it.
I know.
I can't wait to. Please.
We can have footage of that, Vernon. That'd be good.
Yeah, I hope somebody's there recording.
Don't they show the nonsense on TV? You know, it's amazing that anyone even, and not on you, Vernon, I know what you're doing, but I mean, that anyone even goes or watches or even participates in the, it's really a kangaroo court circus. I want to go
just to witness.
There's nothing to see. Oh, Vernon?
All of it, yeah. I just want to go to witness to see how they act if I show up.
Well,
because they all know what I'd be there for.
Yeah, they won't allow you to speak.
Yeah, no.
Because you have to be on the agenda. You have to be quiet.
Yep.
But I can't even imagine though. It's so stupid. You got the 6. It's. If you ever see it? You've seen it before on Facebook, right?
Oh, what
the meeting?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Pretty soon we're gonna find out who's gonna run against the mayor too.
When's the last time the mayor even showed up to the meeting?
I don't know if he goes.
I don't think.
You know what? I'm gonna give him credit. Don't go.
Right.
Don't
I think he must be there sometimes because I know Jennifer Lemoy has accosted him at.
But really, I wouldn't go. I don't think I would go. I don't even know what the point is. They're useless. No, I wouldn't. They're useless meetings of nonsense that's all predetermined. You want to talk about, at least pro wrestling, it's fun.
If I was gonna go, if I was gonna go, I'd have to be going looking for trouble.
Yeah, because there's no other reason to go.
Right.
Yeah. Do you think anyone will run against him? Yes, I do. I'm hearing a rumor of someone running against him.
Really?
So, yeah. So I don't know. And it'll be a Democrat, and it won't matter.
Oh, this is completely off topic. Noelle, remind me after we get off the show to tell you that
on the show.
Yeah, no, off the show.
But you're reminding
her. There's a pedophile that wished you a happy birthday, and I got to tell you who it is.
We'll write it down.
Yes, that's right.
And I saw it, and I was like, oh. Really?
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, my God.
Disgrace. Speaking of all that, now a disgusting story. Why don't we play this minute and 30 from The Ugly Truth of the Girl Next Door, dealing with, you'll hear. Let's let her tell you.
So, another threat means more names. I realize that some people might be jumping into this just now and not knowing kind of the backstory. So to recap, my father, Ron Cook, from Grand Island, New York, both sexually abused me and sex trafficked me to other men. The abuse itself included ritualistic abuse, torture, and repeated rape. I was sold to men who also produced and distributed videos and pictures of the abuse that they perpetrated. Many of the men were connected to each other through Bible Presbyterian Church and Whitehaven Road Baptist Church. Even though I'm married with a family of my own, these men continue to threaten me. So with the idea that there is strength in numbers, with each new threat that comes, another buyer that I was sold to will be named. Today, I am letting the world know that a man named Herb Asback is a man who paid to sexually abuse me as a child, as well as the pictures and videos of that abuse. The other things that we have posted on social media have received almost 1 million views in a very short amount of time. So, to the other offenders, if you do not wish to be named on social media and our podcast, you might want to let the people behind the threats know that this needs to stop.
So there you go.
Ron Cook and Herb Asbeck or something like
That's
that.
the names,
Those
yeah.
are the names, the ones who sold.
One bought and the one was the seller, Ron Cook. We've reached out to them several times, and we do get they always give us a heart. They like what we're doing. I told them we were going to play this tonight there, but I'm just waiting. I you know what? There's got to be a lot going on. I can't even imagine when you see that.
They need to really, the police and shit need to really dig into this and investigate.
They need to go to the state police if they want anything done, because
if the state police do anything, like we got lucky with our case, but they're really sometimes no better than the regular police. I mean, we got lucky with who we got. They weren't going to take it at first. It's just
Grand Island's small, right? Think about the size of that compared even us, how small we are.
Yeah.
So this is really explosive type stuff, and I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It's it's right there. It's right across the bridge.
Being bought and sold. So if you go
Right
to
there.
the Grand Island Presbyterian Church or Whitehaven Road Baptist Church, just know that those churches are possibly sex trafficking and raping children.
And would not take, all right, let's say you're only a Niagara County person. You only care about Niagara, don't you think?
Right.
They can come right across that bridge.
It's so close.
Yeah, I mean, and we have a little more poverty, a lot more than Grand Island.
Right.
So
I'm sure everybody knows somebody who's from Grand Island.
we have children though here that are very much at risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so wouldn't it be an easy
I don't
place?
understand with people with this thing, like, don't you understand, like, just because it might not have happened to your child, that you think it can't happen? Like, these people don't care.
And
Go after them.
you know what I think is interesting about it happening on Grand Island is it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter if you have money or not either.
Right.
It can happen to anyone.
Right. Yeah.
Nick Kiesel probably goes to that church. He was a little church boy.
Is he really?
Yeah, he wanted to be a priest.
I just think that I want so badly to talk to them.
I know.
You know, because there's so, and even if it was not on here, even if it would just be off of here, you've reached out too, right? I'd love to they don't have to come on our podcast. I'd just love to hear more.
Right.
Not that I need to know more about the details, just more about where are we at? Like what's next? What's happening? I know she's being threatened. Remember last week we showed one of those things, disgusting threats, and there's more. There's so many they send.
That's what these people listen to, like what Nick Angels, and they go around, they threaten, they try, and sometimes they're successful at it. But good for her for not backing down. Good for her.
Yeah. For
releasing names and stuff. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, that's all you can do because because no one else is going to give a damn, right? I mean, look no one cares.
No.
I mean, even let's see what Scott said. My ex lives on Grand Island and has daughter living there. Just want to stay out of these two places. I mean, really, you got to look into the two names that she put out there: the the Grand Island Bible Presbyterian and Whitehaven Road Baptist.
You got to look into everywhere. Yeah. Look into every school, every daycare, every after school program, every if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And you have to investigate everything that your kids are into.
Right. Yes. Oh yeah, I remember.
We got a message of, one time bakery possibly helping them.
Yeah, there's a lot.
People need to stop thinking that just like Casey Anthony thinks of that person would never, this person could never, that place would never.
Right.
No, those usually are the places who are doing it.
Yep.
It's just yeah. I mean, and it's sad, right? Because there's going to be good people that you can't even figure it anymore. No. You couldn't have figured it in the past. I wish we would have had the same attitude when you were little or stuff, because then maybe you wouldn't get hurt and all the others.
Right.
As we grew up through the decades. But
having the mindset that this person could never.
Yeah.
Like get rid of that mindset that somebody could never just because you think you know them or they put on a good act. They put on good acts for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people don't run around announcing that they're pedophiles or rapists or I mean,
that was like Steve Pigeon.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have. No, my God, no. What do you think? I spent years up with him in Albany. Well, he's not going to tell you that he looks suspicious with kids. The other thing, though, too, and I really think it emboldens these people here, is the fact how no one really cares.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough to do anything.
Yeah, like some people go, "Oh my God, that's terrible,"
but not enough to get in there and do something. I've said it before, and I mean this. If on their street cars' tires were slashed, they'll get up and do something. Then we go.
It's almost like it's a taboo subject. You can't say anything. Just like what I had when I was doing summer church school, and when I mentioned something to the people who worked there about certain people, they reeled back like, "Oh no, he's a good." Well, they were like, and I think they were being sincere.
Oh, they are.
They weren't.
They're not going to covering. That's the thing.
Oh no. And then I go, wait.
Yeah. Right.
Just like people,
Scott, I don't know. What? We don't know that price. Talk about a guy named Ron Cook who owns an auto tech place. We don't know.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, not sure. I'm hoping we can actually have a conversation with the podcast people. Like I said, we don't have to have them on. I just like to talk because then we can put more out there, because I told them we're going to share this over and over. The more I see, the more we'll put out. This is like what you gotta. Everyone out there, you gotta be into. This is what else do you need?
I'm sorry, but like I said, if the little bakery got mysteriously fake robbed again, people would be like, "Oh my God, no way! Let me donate. Let me help. Let me spread the word." But this shit's happening. Kids are getting trafficked and raped and abused. Where the hell where are all these little bakery people at? Where are you guys? You guys care about robberies. You guys give a shit about kids.
Right. Go to the ugly truth of the girl next door on Facebook and start sharing their content.
Yeah.
Start sharing that stuff.
Where are all you people who are against abortion now? This is happening. There's children being harmed and at risk getting hurt. Where are you guys?
Mike Fort says same Ron. Yes.
Oh.
So that's from Mike. Some of the people, I will say this, when we put stuff out on their pod things, they do react kindly, like they're happy we're doing this, so that's cool. But if you're out there and it does bother, remember we talked about Sharon D'Angelo stuff? Share this stuff. You want to share her. Share what she just said there. That's incredible what she did. Again.
It takes a lot. She's getting threatened and everything.
Yeah.
And tell people you're against it. Speak up and tell your friends and family, like, this is happening and I'm not okay with it. Because we need to start putting that out there so that everyone can say, wait, this is something that we should be looking at, instead of just ignoring it.
Think about this. The guy who was running against the guy who said there was no appetite for the Child Victims Act.
Right.
Whatever his name was. I don't even care. I sent him a letter, an email, a text, whatever, and saying, because I didn't do it on here, so I didn't put him on the spot. What do you think about changing or starting the ball rolling and changing statutes of limitations for sex crimes? I could not get an answer. I gotta wait, I gotta look into it, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Then finally, it was half-assed. Remember, I did read it. It was kind of a weird yes. Yeah. But what do you mean?
Yeah.
Could you imagine being asked that and you couldn't just say, "Oh, sure, yes."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do it. Yeah. Can't get that. No. That's the taboo. Taboo's a nice word. It's even worse. I don't even know what the other word. It's something. I know what you mean. You're right, Jerry, because that's the word. Because everyone they don't want to see it.
The way their hands go all like.
How could your hands should be fixed? You should be ready to kill. Yeah, you're right. That's what they do. They why? Right. You're hearing something that you got.
Oh my God! If it ever came to politics and stuff, with
I ran into a friend of Nick D'Angelo's. He's an older guy, and he was talking one day, and during when Dominic was running. And I mentioned what happened. Oh, and he's friend with the D'Angelo family. Right away. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. All he did was give the girl a kiss on the cheek. He actually said that to me.
Because he's probably
I'm just saying, that there's liars and deceivers. There's that part of it. There's also some people, though, as soon as you mention the subject, they just don't want to know nothing.
They don't want to believe anything.
They don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe it. It's not that they're even bad people. Just
Not me. He's a bad person.
No, not him. I think so. But I'm saying their head goes in the sand. Like it's too much for them to handle. I don't know what it is.
But you know what? Those are the people that are the reason that it keeps happening.
Right. I agree.
As soon as those people start saying stuff, the people that are doing it are going to start being the ones that feel uncomfortable.
Get it? Grow a sense of kahoonies.
For them to have that response, oh no, it could never. They're trying to. Then that means that they're trying to convince other people that person can never do it, and then it goes on and it makes other people think, oh no, maybe having second thoughts instead of believing something.
Yeah, and they get away with it. Then these pedophiles or whatever, they're out there And like I see, a local church had their organ player who was arrested twice. Arrested in the Gazette, the thing, arrested twice. He was still up playing organ in the church.
Yeah, there's one right now.
And they left, and they kept him in there. They kept him in there.
There's one right now that I can't mention because if I did, I'd probably get in trouble. But there's one right now that people think is something, and he's not. He's not what they think he is. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to do because I firsthand know something.
Yeah.
For my own eyes saw. I just got to figure out how to do this because
here comes the problem, though.
How do I do? What do I do? Because I'm going to have who's going to jump? You know. Yeah. You know. But I'm gonna. It's coming. I can't
prove it.
I can't even.
And then it's like you were saying earlier.
I can't stand it with people who are like, prove it. How about you prove that we're lying?
Right, that would be better.
It's not true. Prove to us that it's
especially in these situations.
The law is you're innocent until
I don't care now.
No, I know that. I'm just saying that's what you're up against.
Right, but when I say that, okay, innocent until proven guilty, that doesn't mean that you're innocent.
No, absolutely not.
Burdette likes cojones. He's laughing. Burdette's laughing at cojones.
Thanks, Burdette.
But like, yeah, I mean, innocent until proven guilty, great. I know, but these crimes are so much different, right? I mean, they're so unbelievably
Everybody
different.
always wants to say, like, you know, oh my God, when it comes to people being raped, they're the worst thing and stuff like that. But then they innocent until proven guilty. Like,
there's got to be a way to figure this out because
just because you think it's innocent until proven guilty doesn't mean that they're innocent.
Right.
In the teaching field, when you're exposed to kids all the time, when you saw kids with marks on them or kids that their behavior dramatically changed and their grades went down, I mean, at least I can say there's a lot of teachers I know that jumped on it right away and got counselors involved and got this child with the parents in a room and got the process rolling at least. Here, it's tough to get anything rolling.
Yeah, with this stuff, no one will. I don't understand. It's the most heinous and disgusting of crimes. And then, you know what I mean? It just is. It's the most disgusting crime that you just let go. I mean, it's not even. I'm telling you, I feel this way. I've heard people cry over their garage.
Yeah.
Or the next door neighbor's garage being violated, and they get very upset. They get. What do we got here? After that video I did last week was done, I had that same police officer that always gives me an issue come over to me and threaten me, saying he was going to arrest me if I kept picking on that lawyer, Nick. I just laughed at him and walked away.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. It's probably
Scott. You should get a medal.
It's probably Nick's buddy.
With Bunny.
Yeah.
We love you, Scott.
Yeah,
Scott, you're the best.
You and that poster bandit.
Yeah.
Well, you ever run into that poster bandit, Scott, give him a big old hug for me.
Yeah. And ask him if he's the one who did the bakery.
Yeah.
I really want to know if that was the one, because we're much like some of the other cases, that one's still open.
Yeah.
We have no. They tried to pin it on those poor two people that did a robbery in Gasport. Remember?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got them, and they put it up. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You know,
Janelle faked that robbery at her Nick's place when they found out there was an investigation. Then all of a sudden there was a robbery and all the cameras were destroyed and stuff.
And that was sick too.
Where's the person who did it? Where's that person?
Yeah. Where's that person? It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Got a lot of robbers.
Grand Island, though, we're too close. It doesn't even matter. We talk about this stuff if it was in Los Angeles.
Right.
So for us here, I don't care where it is.
Right.
It could be next door. It can be 1,000 miles away. Maybe some of you people will. Maybe it'll help. I don't know, knowing that it's next door.
Right.
I mean, it's just get on 56. You're right there. The bridge. Yeah. Whitehaven Road exit is like I said, it's the Grand Island Hospital there for your animals. I don't know. What else do you need? You listen
to somebody, if all of a sudden you see somebody hurts an animal, my God, there is outrage. There's people, which you should be.
Right.
Anybody who hurts an animal.
Oh, they'll step in on that.
Yeah, they'll step in on that. God forbid. God forbid if it's a child, people.
No appetite for that.
How are you not? What proof and evidence do you have of that? Yeah. With the animal, what do you have? Yeah. What's the proof and evidence?
Some of these animal lovers are fossil lovers, and the fossils are the ones who are abusing and killing animals.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally.
Bob's brother got thrown out of the SPCA for putting all the animals.
Yeah, for killing all the animals.
Yeah. He was just putting them to sleep, not even like
processing to nothing.
Just killing them.
Just killing them.
Then they had it removed, right?
Yeah.
And how that wasn't a crime, I don't know.
His brother-in-law.
Maybe he'll open up a funeral home like the other guy.
Isn't that weird? I was just saying that though the other day. Like, say something were to happen. Who's our coroner? Janelle's brother-in-law. Who's our judges? Bassos. Who's You know, who's our police chief?
Yeah.
Faso. They are purposely doing this.
Yeah.
They're purposely setting our system
like a
up like this. Yeah.
It really is.
So they can get away with their crimes.
That's everybody is put in there to build this system. They're appointed, they're elected, they're whatever, and it's all to get this web all of people that will work together in a way that doesn't benefit anybody but a select few.
You know what part of
they were trying to build an empire.
Yes, the dynasty.
The
Like
only
the
time
Ming
she was
dynasty.
honest in her life.
Yeah.
You know, this is just just a thought. I think Buffalo Avenue out that way, 87th in that area, I think there needs to be, like, they need to pick it up and shake it out a little bit. There's shit going on over there. There really is.
Kelly's border needs to be looked into too.
That whole area down there. There's something. It's almost cult-like down there. They need to do something.
Yeah, and I want everybody
it's a weird
to know.
situation.
I wasn't going to talk about it, but at this point, I need to. There was a threat against my life done by the Fasos, and I heard. I mean, I know about this for a fact, and investigators had to actually get involved in it because of what happened. But Janelle and Jeff and all them put money out over my head to have me hurt, supposedly. This was said by a close friend of theirs. They put money out to have me hurt. So, yes. So anybody who thinks the Fasos are good people, they're pieces of shit. And like I said, if something does happen to me, who's our coroner? If I get killed, who's our coroner? Who's going to roll out my death?
Right. No,
her brother-in-law. Who's going to be the judges for her? The Fasos. Who's going to be the police chief to cover it up? The Fasos.
Yeah.
So they have it like that purposely, but the Fasos do have money out supposedly over my head to have me hurt. So yeah, they're great people.
Yeah, that's right, Valerie.
They
Save a child, report a pedophile, regardless of who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
They better come with an army, the Fasos, because you have one.
Better hope I don't fucking want them.
Oh God, I'm not gonna say something. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I agree with Val what she said there. That it would be very important to do.
Yeah.
You people out there.
And it doesn't matter who it is, if it's your father, your brother, your neighbor, whoever it is.
You're hurting decades, right? You're ruining everything.
Yeah.
You're killing everybody. I mean, it's insane what goes on, and people just don't give a damn. And these churches are right in it. They've always been in it. It's not just Catholic. It's all of them.
It's not just Catholic, but it is why Niagara Catholic is down.
Right. Oh, I'm sure it is. That's why they raised it so high.
I'm sure the Catholic Church isn't the only one.
I don't believe they are.
I don't care who banned Luther.
All of them. The what are the ones called? Oh, jeez. Am I forgetting? Latter-day Saints.
Oh yeah.
You got the Mormons. You got all of this is going on. It's kind of.
The Amish, they all have all.
Oh, that's a. Oh yeah, we've seen that.
There's human beings there. You're gonna have a problem.
Oh,
doesn't matter what.
Yeah, and some of them set it up better than others. You know,
I think the Roman Catholic Church, along with the Pope, for years, has hid and shuffled people around after they did.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It's systematic cover up.
Yep. Oh yeah, those guys are right. You know, if they're a pedophile in Florida, they were moving to Chicago. And the
from one church to another.
They did this in the Niagara Falls school system. True. They were shuffling teachers from school to school. Oh, you're abusing people at 79th Street. Let's put you up in Salem Middle. You're abusing people there. Let's move you to
Niagara. Have a job downtown if they took them out of the building, and then they gave them a job down in South Junior, and they were sitting there at a desk doing much of nothing. When people would walk in for those whatever they had at South Junior, they used it for, and people they'd get up and come up. I remember the one guy in particular. Hey, can I help you? I go, yeah, I'm going to go right over here. And I knew it was you're a teacher, you know.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about? But I should mention his name. And everybody knew stuff about him. And next thing you know, he's got a little cushy job making a teacher's salary, sitting at a little desk, doing much of nothing.
I wonder if lawyers could do this. And I don't know. It'd be someone. I guess they could, and they'd just be told, forget it. If you could go back and sue everyone, all those people, like the school board, that allowed certain people to do that, like that made that decision and they knew, and they purposely did what they did. They moved them around and let them continue to hurt people everywhere. Well, I wonder, because if the Catholic Church could get it, why couldn't they?
Yeah,
they should get it.
When worse came to worse, like with the teacher that abused me, when somebody finally came forward and said, no, I'm not just letting this go, and, you know, letting him be moved to a different school, they said, oh, okay. And they gave him an early retirement and paid him his full.
That's what I mean. Those people should be.
When a good teacher like you had to work your full time to get your retirement, why is this asshole getting?
Probably has a full right.
3 months.
Probably has a full insurance and everything.
Yeah. But just think about how unfair that.
Those people back then, Carmen Granto, I guess, and the rest, or the other one, they knew it, and they decided, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
At that point, you should be liable. Something should happen.
Yeah.
They should be.
I always say
they should be sued.
I feel like anybody who knows.
We want to go to civil court. Let's bring it all in then.
Yeah.
You know, everyone should go down. And I don't know. It's freaking disgusting.
Think about knowing about something and just style. I don't know. A lot of people.
You know what else is sick? And this has got to change, and I hope it does. I've said this a million times on here. If some people don't look at teenagers as children.
I guess, my guess, even the little bakery has money over my head too, supposedly. So they have a lot of people who would think like they would never, supposedly. Those are people who have money over my head.
It came down to some of those pedophiles, who one I talked to in particular, who's no longer with us, was saying, well, the law is at 17 or something like that, that if it's consensual, it's okay and all that. And he was actually explaining it to me. And then he was in charge at the time, but now his name has come up, but he passed on. And he was explaining to me, and he was fully okay with traveling to Vegas with one of them and all that. Which, I mean, at that time she was older, but still.
Oh, man.
Yeah, if you're watching a guy who's 50 with a 19-year-old, even though it's legal, you're messed up.
Yeah. Right.
Something.
Well, I mean,
you're
think
messed
about
up.
that. Even if that was even if it's totally legal,
it's messed up. It's not normal.
Right. It's not normal. No,
what are you talking about? What's the conversation like?
You mean to tell me you can't go get another? You can't find a girlfriend somewhere?
And guess what? Those people are pedophiles too, because if that girl was
16, they wouldn't mind. Yeah.
They would gladly be doing it. That
told me she was 18. Exactly.
But we got to figure it out.
But we didn't know this as players, like at the time. But then when we found out later about some of the antics, I remember as we're older, going out into nightclubs and stuff, and seeing these people, how much in our eyes that we disrespected them. Lost all respect for them and everything. Yeah, how you doing? Instead of saying, "Hi, coach, how are you?" Oh, yeah, how you doing? And walk away.
It's disgusting, and I don't know how maybe we just keep saying it, and maybe our younger kids, my grandkids, your kids, they're the ones, we say it a million times, they're the change, because they're going to have to realize that this is just fucking wrong. You know what is going on.
I have talks with my kids. I don't care.
You have to
tell them young. You have to teach them young.
Right now.
Very much so.
That's when they're vulnerable.
Little girls and boys, it don't even matter. So. Sadly, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I don't care if they're 6 or whatever. It's
the younger. I mean, when you start talking to them young, though, it takes away that uncomfortableness that they feel when they get older. So if they're used to talking to you from a young age, they're going to be more likely to talk to you when they're older.
It's not a taboo subject.
Yeah.
Right? Like we say, use that word together.
See, that's why I think that's why a lot of times sex crimes are swept under the rug, is because it's such a taboo thing. And people don't want to talk about it.
Before, like, oh, they're too young to talk to about that. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
The perfect time, because that's the age where they like to take advantage of kids.
Right.
At that age, they need to know. I don't really care. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Talk to your kids. Bring it up to them. They want to bring up everything else in school nowadays.
Yeah.
Make sure that's taken care of.
That should be brought up immediately, because
that's how to protect yourself. What to look for. What do you feel uncomfortable? There's a reason you feel uncomfortable.
Right. And we should be doing that, because like you said, and I remember being in school and stuff, there should be also, let's look for those signs. Look for the signs of a kid who's been sexually abused, or is that a woman who knew what was happening to you? She's dead now from the school. Remember, in the school, said to you, stay
away from him.
Yeah, knew what was happening and just said that and walked
away. Think about saying that to the victim, the child.
Yeah.
Stay away from it. Why aren't you telling the adult?
And why aren't you telling someone?
And how does a child have the ability to stay away from the teacher?
Exactly.
When they go to the school. Yeah.
I mean, if
She would say, because I would go in there, after school or in my study hall or something, and she would say, "What? Why don't you just stop coming into this class? Just leave him alone. Stay away from him."
Really?
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I would hate to see if they
What a
were.
beauty she is, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's an
Well,
amazing thing. Protect your kids, man. Talk to
Yes.
them. Let
Yeah,
them know what's going on.
yeah, you have to, because nobody's doing anything about these pedophiles right now.
Now tomorrow, Robin's gonna be back. She's been on a 2-week
Yay.
vacation, so she'll be back. Hiatus. You'll be back. But
So I can run my mouth.
we're gonna talk about Casey Anthony. But I also want to talk. I'm gonna bring this up to you real fast. I want to give you your idea on this.
Yeah,
Did you
you
see
gotta
what
come on
Kathy Hochul, the governor, is doing?
Whenever you're
No.
free on a Tuesday.
This is unbelievable. Real quick, because I know we got to go.
Mhm.
You know how there's the Assembly and the Senate,
Right.
New York State. Well, they are being paid $110,000 a year to be a senator or an assemblyman. They also get $183 a day if they're in a part of leadership. So there's more money. Well, they want a $20,000 raise, and the governor says,
For what?
just because California makes 130 grand, they think they should at least be up to speed with California. So these elected people are making $110,000 a year. We send them there,
No, they suck at their job.
right? They don't have
These
appetite.
people don't have appetite for.
Yeah, people don't have
For the
appetite to
Child
help the
Victims Act.
people who need help. They want to raise. Fuck them.
Can you imagine? Phil? Isn't that
Yeah.
something? Isn't that
So
something?
it's people like Mornello and that
and
level.
Ort,
And Ort.
those are going to get
Yeah.
paid. Yeah, they
People
want
who
to
do absolutely nothing. Who don't do
20,000.
anything. Can't even answer people who voted for them, or
Or
something
just
like that,
terrible.
Or just
Yeah.
can't vote or answer people in general. No, fuck that.
right, and that's
No.
what she wants to do, and it'll happen.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it will.
Think about that.
So-
All the people out here that are dying and they have no money, have nothing, and
Yeah,
these guys,
People with
$110,000 ain't enough, and they don't. That isn't all they do. That isn't their only job as assemblymen.
Right.
They're making money all over the place.
people who are homeless.
Yeah,
Right.
right here in our city.
Mhm.
That
With
those people
children,
represent.
with, like, there's families that are homeless. There's.
I know what they can do. Let's take Jamie DePetris' advice. Go, don't.
Yes,
Go
get off.
Work at a soup kitchen.
Yeah, work at a soup kitchen. That's
Yeah.
what she should do. It'll make her feel
There
better.
you go.
And then shake it
There's
off.
the answer to everything.
Yeah, Jamie DePetris has the answers to everything.
We should clip that out.
Get off your
Yeah.
couch.
We should go back and get that. 'Cause
Yeah,
that- you know,
You should.
just her saying that, and we can just
Here's
bring
her
it
response.
Yeah.
over and
Janelle's
over.
buddy. This
Oh,
is her
Rusty.
response. They ran her campaign, helped run her campaign.
Yeah.
Right? What a lineup that is.
Yeah, let's get
Janelle,
rid of your problems.
DePetris, and D'Angelo.
My God. Let's see, real quick before we go. Dominic, for what? $110,000, and they wanted $20,000 more. Meanwhile, they go to Albany. Yeah, part-time. They are only good for photo ops. Yeah, that's what they do,
Mhm.
Dominic. So, I know you got to go. We've got to go. That was so jam-packed.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be. What did we learn? Grand Islands is a mess.
It needs
What's
to
going on?
bad.
Yeah, bad, and we can't stop talking about that.
How do we get these out more? I mean, can't we get the people that are
Well,
involved in this
if the
that
people-
call the radios, call the news stations, keep your buzzers going off? Why aren't you covering
I would
this? Why
love
aren't
that.
you covering that?
I
Don't you think
Yeah.
that's kind of like an
It's up to them.
idea?
And
It's
it's so
up to them to
easy
take it, though.
because
Channel 2, are you? Why aren't you
but you don't
covering
even have
it?
to. It's so easy. You all you got to do now, Jerry, is go on there and share. I can just link
Yeah.
channel 4, channel 2, right into that thing. Here you go. Look, watch,
Yeah.
look.
We
Please
should do all
something.
of that. You get all these people, these good people that are on here now. Get night and do it every day.
Yeah.
Hit them every day until they can't. Like soon as I saw the
Yeah.
reporter at the monument, I told you that story. I stopped what I was doing. I went over there. I go, "You got a minute?" She had no idea.
No.
She had no idea. You still have her card, by the way. She call her.
I've already spoken to people at the news station.
Channel 4.
Yeah, they're done.
She was going, "Oh my God! Oh my
Because
God!"
Nick has already contacted that news station, told them not to do it. And
Fuck
they
him.
paid him off and paid them off, so.
We got it. Yeah, Grand Island. If you're saddened by that, just please go to The Ugly Truth of the Girl Next Door and share their stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sharing it too,
is
so you can.
powerful.
We're sharing it on Citizens United's page too, so you can share from there.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, pal. You know that.
Yeah,
Look what was
sharing
going on with
is-
TikTok
It's
and
not like
all
you have
these
to-
things.
It's not like you have to
You don't even gotta
donate
say
money or
anything.
nothing, just share.
You don't even got to say a
Right.
word. You can just hit the share button and walk away.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to make commentary. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But that's tough because when you hit that share button, that lets everyone know.
What side you're on?
Yep.
Yeah.
That says everything. That tells everyone because they're watching. So you are making a statement.
Oh yeah. I know. I see a lot of people who who I see saying that they're supportive of this and that, and I look at their Facebook pages and I don't see anything about it.
I've had people come up to me in person just to let you know I have your back. You know, I have everything to fuck that. I don't see them doing
see
shit.
people say that to you all the time, and then I look at their Facebook pages and I'm like, no, not really.
They see it too. It don't, I mean, they see it. I share it off the day with other people.
Mm-hmm.
They watch my stuff.
Right? Yeah.
It's our team mascot right here.
She's great. Is it she, right? Am I saying it wrong?
Yeah,
no, yeah.
I call everything she.
So it's like
Every animal I
big
call
blue
she.
house.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Still like that. Hey, what's Burdette says IDOs are great and are great sponsor. Burdette.
Thank you, Burdette.
Yes,
So,
thank you for that.
All right, we got to close it up. Robin will be on tomorrow at 6.
Everybody join me tomorrow.
Figure out what you're gonna do. I know we're gonna have a good show though tomorrow.
Oh my God.
In a while. Oh yeah, there they are. Oh my God.
So it's our team mascot. It's the Rustino team
Yeah,
mascot.
my parents' dog doesn't look like they're the big
That's
blue
actually
house.
perfect. That's unbelievable.
One of these days, I'm going home with the Del Zoppo dogs.
Cool.
Take a small white one.
Our cat will pack up.
Yeah, no, our cat will not.
Take
Yeah.
their scratch post and go. All right, so on what do we got coming up after Robin Show? Friday we will have sports balling thing, spitballing sports podcast. Yes, that'll be Friday. Me and Scott Taggart. Saturday, Charlie Turner, Chris DiCarlo for the Wrestling Falls Count Anywhere show with a guest who I don't know who it is, and then we'll be back on Monday. And keep your eyes open to Noelle's page all the time because you'll see her. She goes live and she says a lot of stuff.
Yes.
So I would definitely keep an eye on that stuff because that stuff is what you share that. Share it all over the place.
Share. And if anybody feels like picking up a phone and calling channel 2, 4, or 7 and saying, why aren't you covering these
I have like
issues?
millions of friends.
That would be great too.
I have millions of friend requests. People I don't know. I just ignore it.
Yeah, just delete them, Tim.
Just don't even respond to them.
Oh.
Don't let that hold you back from sharing because that's why is because people are afraid. They're afraid, what are my friends going to say? They're afraid, is something different going to happen to me? Share this and get it out there.
Don't respond to it. Just let it build up, and as long as you don't accept them, you're fine.
Yeah, that's all.
Or you can be like me and have 5,000 friends.
I have about 5,000 friend requests. I just ignore it.
Yeah, I got a ton. I get some weird. You get some weird stuff. I see you requesting my joke. Although
probably Nick and different.
Yeah, I will say one. Yeah, I'll say one thing about these people. They do not. I don't hear much from them, which I'm shocked. I figured I'd get more of a. I don't hear much.
Right.
I don't know what they're up to. I don't trust them. I mean, I do believe they messed up my Facebook page because that was crazy that I'm locked out and I can't verify myself.
And we know that he
saved my life.
They have the ability to do that.
Yeah, remember we couldn't do our show a couple times.
I'm over here getting death breath.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
You sound like some holiday death.
Yeah. All the money they could be spending on presents, they're spending it on me.
I know.
Don't you feel special?
I do. Nothing says Merry Christmas more than that.
So every once in a while, check out Noelle's page for her videos. They come out all the time, and she's always spreading the information is there. Just share it to everybody.
And I will not post anything that I don't know is a fact.
That's the other thing. Good. I'm glad you said that. I know you say that a lot in your videos, but things aren't just being said here. There are things we can't say. Still,
there are things that we still can't.
There's a lot that could be said that isn't said.
Yeah.
Maybe someday we'll be able to. I hope so.
I can't wait to release that shit.
I know. There's so much. Anyways, we should probably go. I think your Bills play Saturday
night at 8:00, 8:15
against Miami.
Time against Miami. Yeah,
right here.
3 inches of snow supposed to be on the ground by then. Yeah. See how Hill runs in that.
He didn't look good last night. He looked hurt. There's something wrong with him.
He's
banged up.
Yeah, they had the ice on his shin too. Yeah, he's banged up.
All right.
If he comes here, we'll bang him up tomorrow.
We should go. Yeah. All right, guys. I could go on forever.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Please tune in to Robin Live tomorrow.
Share this too.
Share our shows. Yeah. Hit a like button too if you're out there. That'd be nice. Do our follow button, whatever it is. I just got to find and get us out of here in a while. Hold on. Someone said something. Anything to say? Oh, she says, "Go Bills." Come on, Kim. Go Bills. Go Bears. How about that? And you'll be seeing it on December 24th.
Yeah, bear down.
All right. Wait a minute. Where the hell am I? All right. See